Seahawks, Broncos on EA Sports. We welcome you to Santa Clara, California for today's game. It's Super Bowl 50, Phil, a milestone game in the history of the NFL. And do the players at this point have any feeling at all about the bigness of this one?
And, Jim, all they're thinking about is the job they got to do. They've trained all of their lives to be in this position. And you take all that practice and preparation and make sure you put it on display here in today's game and try to be a Super Bowl champion. Well, that's a good job by the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the offensive line.
First down at the 35. That's a gain of 8. And that's the type of run I think this offense would take all game long, Phil.
Oh, would they ever? They would love this. This is showing your dominance here. The offensive line doing a good job, but also a solid job by the running back picking up some good yards.
Second down and 2 to go after the running play. Press coverage all the way. Quick drop back. And Sherman nearly had the pick. Here's the offensive line. And for this team, they are the lifeblood of the offense. When they're blocking well, this team can do some serious damage. The offense needs 2 yards here on third down following the incompletion.
They're trying to confuse the offense here. Look at everybody crowding the line of scrimmage.
Third down and 2. Manning with the give. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
So many times you watch football games and coaches just give up too early on the run game. Well, they'll keep it going today. After that run, decent pickup by the running back.
The Super Bowl. It's as big as it gets. And just the fan side of you, Phil, what sticks out in your memory bank?
Well, I think the game, one of my favorite games of all time, Jim, when you talk about the Super Bowls, the Steelers, the Dallas Cowboys, I loved them both. Roger Staubach, Terry Bradshaw, and I remember the Jackie Smith drop in the end zone. Just the emotion that came from him, from all the Cowboys and Roger Staubach. It was an exciting game to watch.
Richard Sherman last year even had some talk up for Defensive Player of the Year. He was in the discussion.
Jim, he's a really good corner, and if you ask him, he'll tell you he's a great corner. My man can get it done on the field, and he can talk some trash.
Second down and 7. Catch made near the sideline.
The Broncos do a really good job this time on offense. The quarterback throws the ball short. They pick up a few yards, and now it makes third down much easier.
Now looking at third down. Playing press coverage to the outside. Anderson's taking the handoff. That's Wagner making the stop. I know they want to come out and establish the run, but boy, this defense right now is not bending.
They're doing a good job so far, the defense, but on the offensive side, stay patient, keep pounding that football, and hopefully you can wear this defense down as the game goes along.
Didn't have the distance.
I know it's early in the game. You miss a long field goal, but I disagree with the coach's decision. I would have punted it and played field position.
First down at the 45. Breaks free, has some space to work with. Stewart's there to take him down.
It's always a chess match early in the game to see what your opponent is going to do. Good run that time by the offense. They pick up good yards. Maybe the defense will have to start crowding the line of scrimmage more.
Second and short following the run. Lynch is going to take the handoff now. And the tackle is made at the 41.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the box very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
At the line of scrimmage, the 41.
First and 10. They call his number once more. Lynch is marked down after a gain of 4. We'll be keeping an eye on Jimmy Graham, Phil. A lot of people surprised to see the Saints trade him to Seattle in the offseason.
Yeah, it was all about the money. I mean, I know the New Orleans Saints, they knew he was a great player, but it's about money and saving cap space down there in New Orleans, and Seattle was all too happy to get him on their side.
Let's talk about the defense. One of the best pass rushers in the league is linebacker Von Miller.
When Von Miller's on the football field, the offense always has to worry where he is at. So if you have an extra blocker on the offensive side, you double team Von Miller. That's how good he is.
After that last carry, it's 3rd and 3. The Broncos lined up in the nickel. Here's the give to Fred Jackson. He's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. This will be a field goal attempt from 49 yards out. The field goal attempt is good. It's good. They put up 3 here in the first to take the lead.
It's always good to get those points on the board and get the lead and get the other team chasing you.
Caldwell's running this one out. And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return. Anderson's in the backfield. Single back set. The Broncos will take the snap from the 30. Trying to power his way right up the middle. And it's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on 1st down. It's a catch by James Hanna. And the offense will need 3 yards here on 3rd down after the completion. Manning standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. To Daniels. Has 12 on this play.
I don't know what the answer is when it comes to guarding these tight ends now. There's just not much you can do. I'll tell you the best way to stop the tight end, rush the quarterback.
1st down here. They're back at the line after that catch for a 1st down.
Look at the defensive linemen talking. They're all now shifting to the left.
They need to get the play off. They'll go ground. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time when they stopped the play for a short gain.
It's 2nd down now, right around 3 minutes remaining in the first. Manning out of the gun. Intercepted. On his way. The 20, the 10, all the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
You got to love a defense that's not afraid to take chances, and this defense will get after it. That time they get the interception and return it all the way for a touchdown.
It's good. The Seahawks getting set to kick it away. Caldwell's got it. So that generous kick return sets up the offense now in good position. The Broncos offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
The Broncos snap it at the 36. Anderson's going to receive the toss. Second down here after that run play. Peyton Manning under center. Throw it to the outside, and they've got the hook up. That's his first reception today. Advancing it now inside the 40. This play set up by the long gainer. The Broncos lined up, bunch formation. Anderson's got it, screen. That's a gain of 6.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB. Defensive line shifted to the right there.
Second down and 5. Reception by Anderson.
Nobody cares. Just get the job done. Throw it deep down the field or throw it short to the running back and look at those extra yards after the short pass.
Stepping up to the line of scrimmage, the 22-yard line.
First down here after the completion. Incomplete. Almost going in the other direction. The Seahawks sat at the line. Dime package. Second down and 10. The reception by Daniels. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
That's a good job by the receiver running the drag route across the field. These are not easy throws for the quarterback, but he sticks it right on him for the completion.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Looks like they're in press coverage here. The Broncos offense is still out there as we get the second quarter underway. This next play will take place at the 11. The Broncos come out with a split backfield. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. And that'll gain just a few yards.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Breaking huddle at the 8-yard line.
Look at that. Everybody at the line of scrimmage, the defense showing a blitz.
They better hurry to get the snap. He'll get it again. And a gain of 4. The Broncos pushing towards the end zone here, partner.
Yeah, Jim, they're trying to get back in the game. And what I want to see here, I want to see some creativity on the offensive side to get this team back in the game.
Ready to take the snap at the 4.
Anderson's handed the football. Mebane's the one who made the big stop.
Games in the NFL can hinge on 3rd and short. Who can pick them up and who can stop them? How about that play that time by the defense? They stopped the 3rd and short run, and now it's 4th down.
That field goal narrows the gap here in the early part of the second quarter, Phil.
Yeah, it was a good drive, Jim, that time. It's a morale booster. It gives you energy and did everything for your football team. I know it was just a field goal, but I thought it was very important for the football team.
Thomas is going to test the coverage here. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks. The Seahawks now coming to the line. Been a closely contested game so far. The score's 10-3. First down at the 22. Lynch. He's taken down at the 23.
Lynch is never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
After running it, it's 2nd down. Made.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Broncos put some points on the board on the previous possession. Although it was just a field goal, Phil, they'll be looking to add some more right here.
Oh, absolutely. I think they were disappointed in that last drive. You got it going. You think, here comes a touchdown, and it doesn't work, and you kick a field goal. So a little disappointed. That should give them some momentum to get tougher and make this happen and get a touchdown.
The Broncos are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. The Broncos have it at the 39. C.J. Anderson with the catch. The football sits at the 42-yard line. The Seahawks defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. 2nd and 13. Catch made by Demaryius Thomas. That's reception number 2 for him.
Well, as you saw that receiver make the catch, I'll just say this. You cannot throw the football enough his way. There's no such thing. When in doubt, you don't like anything, turn and find him and throw it to him.
Manning's completion percentage, 70% on the day.
The line of scrimmage is the 26-yard line.
Manning's going to take it from the gun. And it's incomplete. Just couldn't hold on to it after the hit.
Well, this is an easy call right now for the offensive coordinator. He knows the situation of the football game, so you give the quarterback a nice, safe play to run right here.
Set up now at the 26.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. Should have had it, but the hit knocked it out.
Sanders is one of those guys. If he drops a pass or makes a mistake on the field, he doesn't make excuses. He knows no matter what the circumstances are, if you get your hands on the football as a receiver in the NFL, everybody expects you to make the catch.
The kick is through for 3. That field goal brings them closer to the lead here midway through the second quarter.
Yeah, you know, and midway in the second quarter, you know, players, they start watching that scoreboard, and just like the coaches, because they know halftime is looming, and they want to be in a good frame of mind when they go in at halftime.
The Seahawks are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points, and now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
Lynch has got it. 1st down.
Wilson selling this play big time. The defense, they go for the run fake, and that's why he has time to throw the football and makes the completion. Good job.
The offense is set at the line for the 1st down after that completion. Toss to the outside. Ward that time in on the tackle.
That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
2nd and 4 following the run.
When you see linebackers moving around like this, that means they're probably going to blitz.
Lynch is tackled down after a gain of 5.
Lynch is a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the 1st down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the 1st down.
It's 1st down as they head to the line. Jackson's lined up as the single back. Jackson's the receiver on the screen. Marshall's all over that offense and brings him down.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
Second and long. Graham's got it, and on a pass, had some heat on
it. Here they come to the 41-yard line.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up.
D-line is shifting inside. They're pinching. I think they're expecting a run up the middle. Nothing like a running back who fights for every extra yard. When you get that extra yard or two, what it does, it just creates better situations for your offense.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. The Seahawks take it from the 33. Gets about 4 yards that time.
Jackson's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the 1st down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
First down here after the run. Staying with the ground. Lynch is brought down after picking up just a yard.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. Here's the handoff to Marshawn Lynch. And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one.
From the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Russell Wilson ready for the snap. The Seahawks with a little uncertainty, so they take a timeout here before third down. About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. Quarters formation here for the defense. Third down and 10. Hauschka set to attempt the field goal. The kick it's through there. The kick is good.
Well, I'm sure the defense is going, my gosh, what do we got to do to stop these guys? You know, once they even get near midfield, they know that the other team is in field goal range because that kicker, what a leg.
Caldwell's going to run this one out. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21.
The Broncos stepping back onto the field to get this next drive underway. Their previous possession was a field goal.
Yeah, I think they feel good about that field goal. They made some good plays, and they got down there, and they moved the football, and they got in position where they could kick the field goal. Now you take the knowledge that you gained from that last drive, use it, and try to go down there now and score a touchdown.
They've got to be wondering, though, can they finish off a drive today?
Good job by the offense here. Hustle up, get that football snap, conserve time, and most of all, conserve that timeout. Those are big down the stretch. Jim, a good decision here by the coaches to go into hurry-up offense right before halftime. You want to get as many plays off as you can before the halftime whistle blows.
Now the offense in their hurry-up. The Broncos will take the snap from the 45. Running room. Gains 16. He's now got 70-plus yards on the ground.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
And that's Averill making the stop. Second down after going to the ground game the first play.
Not surprised at all to see this hurry-up offense in a situation like this. In the NFL now, you got to be the aggressor, and this offense is definitely being the aggressor.
The defense looking for one more stop here on third down after that run.
Always try to save the timeout or timeouts when you can, and one way to do it is go to the hurry-up offense. Good job.
The offense picks up another first down and extends this drive.
They are, Jim. They're marching down the field, and I give all the credit to the offensive line. They are dominating the defense right now.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. First down and 10. Smith's going to secure the handoff. That's Wagner making the stop. The Broncos call a timeout and are left now with only one. It's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on 1st down. Anderson's taking it on the screen. Denver in for the score. Heading toward halftime, and the complexion of this game certainly has changed as they've now tied it up with the touchdown.
Yeah, when you're tied up at halftime, you don't know how to look at it sometimes. Are we doing great, or are we not playing well enough to be winning? So each team, each coach has to go in there at halftime and give his team some new ideas.
Stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Seahawks step back onto the field on offense. Their last possession resulted in a field goal.
Well, I know this. It was good defense on the other side. That's what made them kick that field goal. So the defense is feeling good about the fact that they stopped that momentum by the offense and made them kick that field goal.
The first half is complete. Larry Ridley is ready to take things over back in our studios. And you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, the second half is underway, and this Super Bowl looks like it's coming down to the wire. And they stop him from running it out to the 20, mark him down at the 19. The Seahawks offense comes onto the field after a tie ball game through 2 quarters, Phil.
Usually in the second half, offenses kind of get the advantage. Why? Because the defense starts to tire out a little, and you can spring different plays on them because you've learned what they like to do. Can they come out here and take advantage of this defense? I think they're going to have a good drive right here.
And now here's the first snap of the second half. Sylvester Williams puts a stop to that.
Lynch is trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
They went with the ground game on 1st down, bringing up 2nd.
Look what the defensive line is doing. They're all pinching down inside. They're expecting a run.
Running a little college-like option. Third down now. Quarters formation here for the defense. Wilson from the shotgun. And that's going to be a 3 and out. The defenses were so dominant in the first half. I don't see any reason why the third quarter is going to be any difference here, Phil.
Well, the game's moving at a fast pace, Jim, because the defenses are dominating and doing so many good things. So they're not tiring out. Usually that's the #1 problem for all defenses in this league. When they get tired, they give up plays, but no sign of tiredness so far out there in the field.
The Broncos offense will try to set the pace early here in the second half with this game tied, Phil.
Yeah, they're going to try to set the pace, but listen, on the other side, this defense is aggressive. It's tough. I think the defense is going to get after them and maybe cause a turnover right here.
First down at the 40. And it's a completion to Hannah. After that grab, it's now 2nd down and 2.
This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
Toss to the outside. Gonna take it home for the touchdown.
Anytime you see a long run for a touchdown, what you got to look for is blocking downfield. Nice job by the wide receivers and everybody hustling, making a block, and a long touchdown run.
The Seahawks are in shape now to return the kick. Breaks the tackle, and he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession was ugly. They weren't out there very long.
Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the players. Call a play that really catches the defense off guard so you can get an easy gain and get the momentum on your side and get it rolling.
Wilson's on the move.
The Seahawks just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
The Broncos defense now is going to go nickel. First down at the 38. Going deep. Snags it right out of the air with one hand.
Graham's going back to the huddle, and he's telling everybody, look up at the Jumbotron, and let's watch a replay of me making that spectacular catch. Good job by the offense getting in the red zone. Now you're down some points. You got to find a way to score a touchdown.
Now first and 10. Wilson with the give. Lynch is met after a gain of 8.
You would think Marshawn Lynch is the best in the red zone because that's when it's about power and just physical contact. He is great at that, and that's a solid run. Good pickup by Marshawn Lynch.
Second and 2. Lynch. And that's Jackson in on the stop.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
No margin for error from just out. Ball is out, and the defense has it. He's brought to a halt.
Well, that's what you call a takeaway. That time the defense just hit the ball carrier so hard that he had to give the football up, and they lose it.
The Broncos ready to go on the march again, and that's exactly what they've been doing here lately. They've taken it all the way down the field on the last 2 possessions for touchdowns. Phil, can they make it 3 straight?
Let me say this to you, Jim. It's just not that easy. As we're watching this game and how they're playing on the offensive side, they make it look easy, but trust me, I was down there one time. It's a hard job.
Fullback takes the handoff. That's Wagner making the stop. Second down, tough field position here. Second and 9. Tosses the football. Picks up about 2. Third down, and must be extremely careful with the football. The Seahawks with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. Play clock's running down. Peyton Manning from the shotgun. Looking across the middle. And Irvin in on the tackle. Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask. Jim, I think this is a blitz. Look how close everybody is to the line of scrimmage.
The Broncos from the 22. There is a flag out. He's tackled right at the 31. That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. First down, offense readying for the snap. The Seahawks with a nickel look here on defense.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals. Thomas has really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
Failing to complete that one, so second down here. The Seahawks go with the dime formation here on defense. Bruce Irvin has the sack.
Outside linebackers in the NFL, they are such tremendous athletes. They can do everything. How about that play that time? Good move, good speed, gets to the quarterback and gets a sack.
Looking to avoid a safety here on third down. Manning from the gun. Pass is intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did, they got the interception.
What a nice spot to begin this drive. Loss of 2 on that play. The Seahawks will take the snap from the 30. The give out of the eye. Second down now. Baldwin's got it on a pass that had some heat.
The Seahawks did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
First and goal. Toss play here to Lynch. Trevathan that time on the tackle. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
The defense is ready to plug up the middle here on the goal line. Second and goal from the 2. Right back to him.
Big situation right here. Touchdown ties the game. We're in the second half. What will the defense do? Will they be aggressive, or will they not take a chance?
Third and goal. Power surge for 6. Touchdown. They've tied it up with that touchdown, and it looks like these teams are on level terms as we go into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they are. Boy, this turns everything around. Isn't it amazing? It's tied, but the team that just tied it up, they got to be feeling a lot better than the other team right now.
Caldwell's got it. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Broncos just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
Not able able to get away from Chancellor. The Broncos know they should be able to rely on the running game down the stretch in this tight game. Anderson's had every opportunity to flourish, and he's done so throughout both halves of this game.
He sure has. He's one of the best running backs in the NFL, and you just keep giving him the football and let him win this game for you.
Peyton Manning under center. Second down and 1. Here's the handoff out of the strong eye. They're able to move the chains after that last run. Anderson's got it on the handoff. And he is brought down at the 39.
He didn't get many yards that time on that run, but he's had a terrific day. When there's an opportunity to get some yards, he's been there to take advantage of it.
That leads us to second down. The Broncos offense has switched sides now and has the football as we begin the fourth quarter. That's second down coming up. He'll take the snap, the first here in the fourth quarter. Picked up a couple that time. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game. This is third down. The Seahawks come out in a dime package. The play clock's running down.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Third down on the way. Manning's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Incompletion here as he was looking over the middle.
Jim, it's a tied game in the fourth quarter, and your defense, they want to try to win it, so they're aggressive on third down. Now the offense is in fourth down, probably going to have to punt it to you.
And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20.
The Seahawks offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for him. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out, and they got it done.
And now here's the toss. Harris there to make the tackle.
The D-line saw something on the offense. Everybody shifting to their left.
Second and 10. Now makes the move to the right.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job on the offensive line.
It's third down coming up. Wilson's got two tight ends on the field for this snap.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Third and 2.
Good job that time by the defense. We got a tie game, and they are aggressive. Nice call, and they stop the offense on third down.
Smith's going to take this one from the 26. Lane's in on the tackle.
Smith's able to show off his talent on that punt return that time. What speed and quickness that allows him to break through some of that coverage and picks up good yards.
The Broncos didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic, wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but man, that was pretty easy.
Old reliable Reggie Wayne with the reception. So they complete that one, yet it's still second down. And he just tosses it incomplete. On the way, third down.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
To the outside. The catch is made. Third catch today so far.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
Set up now at the 39-yard line.
First down at the 39. Takes it from the eye. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game.
I guess you'd say he's like a quarterback. You can't complete them all. And this running back, he can't make every run spectacular. Nowhere to go, so only gets a couple yards this time.
Press coverage all the way. Trying to beat the play clock. And the pass goes incomplete. Thomas in on the coverage.
Man, the quarterback, the coaches, his teammates, everybody loves to see a player give that type of effort. How about the receiver just going all out to make the catch? Doesn't quite get there, but the effort is outstanding.
Third down. The Broncos will look to get to the 29 to pick up a first. The Seahawks will come out in the dime. Smith got it on the screen. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Late in the game, the defense has to be aggressive. They are, this time on third down. Tie football game late in the fourth quarter. They stay aggressive and they get it done.
Puts it through the uprights. Needed plenty of leg on that one. That field goal puts them in a great position to win the game. The defense now will be rallying, trying to make a stop.
Okay, yeah, you know, the good thing is they got the lead. We're in the fourth quarter, but in the back of your mind, you have to think, wow, we really could have used 7, and you worry that that 3 points is going to come back to haunt you.
And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks got absolutely nothing out of their previous possession, and here they are back on the field. Another 3 and out, I would have to think, would be very demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the offense, but I'll tell you who's going to be more demoralized is the defense, because they need to sit on the sidelines and get a little rest. So I know there's a lot of pressure on this offense right now.
A timeout charge to the offense. The Seahawks from the 22. It's intercepted. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
When a defense intercepts a pass like that and scores a touchdown, boy, does that give them hope. Gives them a lot of confidence. They really get the momentum on their side, and it's going to be hard for the offense to come out here and do anything after that play.
The Seahawks are set to return the kickoff. Thomas going to test the coverage this time. Thomas is met at the 16. That return is good for about 20.
The Seahawks offense back on the field, trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Stewart's in on the tackle.
Lynch is a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
2nd and 8 coming up. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Stands in the pocket, and it's caught by Curse.
Well, when you're down a couple of scores in the second half, you're just looking for some positives and trying to get some momentum on your side. So that first down by the offense, maybe that'll give them some confidence, and we'll see where they can go with it from here.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. First down at the 44. It's Jermaine Kearse coming down with it. Quickly to the line. First down at the 46. Lynch looking for a lane. And that'll be a gain of about 2. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day. 2nd and 9 coming up. Quarters formation here for the defense.
Look at the defensive line. Everybody's spreading out. I think they're going to try to pressure the quarterback.
The Seahawks have it at the 44. Wilson's going to scramble. Wilson's going to slide and avoid the hit.
It's a rough game out there. Avoid hits at all costs. Good job that time by the quarterback sliding before he takes the hit. They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
First down at the 31. Scans the field. He's got some daylight. Breaks away. Flag is out. Boy, his head got yanked back the other way. An obvious face mask penalty, and that's a big one.
It's about safety of the players, too. That's why when you grab, hit the helmet in certain situations, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Don't grab the face mask.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. First and goal. They'll run it here. And pick up about 4.
Lynch is never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Second and goal from the 6. Another handoff right back to him. Over the line. Touchdown. Clearly, they're not ready to give up the fight just yet, but that touchdown may have come just a little bit too late.
Well, you know, Jim, it's never too late in the NFL. I mean, listen, I remember one time we had a lead late against the San Francisco 49ers. I thought the game was over, and you know what happens. Hey, Joe Montana to Jerry Rice. That's right. I still can remember. He throws a long touchdown to win the game, so you got to hang in there and fight to the end.
Smith's going to drop to a knee here, so this will come out to the 20. We're late in the game, and the offense is in no hurry. First down at the 20. Anderson's taking the handoff. That's a timeout by the D. Now they'll try over again on second down. The defense needs a big stop here in order to give the offense a chance as we're running low on time in this one. Gets the handle here. Not able to get away from Chancellor. Defense calls a timeout. That last play was a run. Third down coming up. Last play before the 2-minute warning. And the immediate handoff to the fullback.
The Broncos offense, they know it's more than just about their defense. The offense did a good job that time picking up the first down. That's what you want to do. You got a small lead in the second half. Keep getting those first downs and eat that clock up.
Takes the knee. And here we have second down. Takes the knee. It'll be third down. The Broncos come to the line. First down marker at the 40. Takes the knee. Going for it on fourth down. They'll go for it on fourth down. Late stages.
Get ready.
The Denver Broncos have won the Super Bowl. The Lombardi Trophy heading back to Denver. Phil, you experienced it. You won a Super Bowl. I'm looking down at the field, seeing all those players. I can only imagine what it's like.
It doesn't even seem real. That's what it is. You just, when you go to work each training camp, you think, okay, it's all going to fall away and we're going to get it done. But when it actually happens, you can't imagine that it all fell into place, that everybody lived up to their expectations and got it done. What a great feeling.
The brotherhood will never be stronger than this moment. All the dreams coming out of youth. The emotion of it all, it's almost overwhelming. To realize a dream from the playgrounds, through all the practices, to one day have your hands on the Lombardi Trophy. And now that moment is realized. For the rest of your life, you'll be remembered as a Super Bowl champion. For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long from the Super Bowl.